Hey, it's actually Thursday afternoon. I'm 9 News Weather Impact Team meteorologist Chris Spears with an afternoon weather update for you as we roll toward the first weekend of 2025. Our headlines for right now, we have some blowing snow in the high country, so if you're planning to do any mountain travel tonight or early tomorrow, keep that in mind. Overall, Friday looks to be on the quiet side across the state as we are in between weather systems, but we have another round of snow coming to the high country Saturday, and this one could get into Denver. I'll show you a few maps here in just a minute. A couple of ski reports from this morning. Copper Mountain and Eldora, the top two from this most recent round of snow. 10 inches at Copper, 9 at Eldora. Loveland and Monarch coming in with 8, 7 at Breckenridge, Winter Park, Ski Cooper, and Crested Butte and Aspen Highlands not far behind with 6 inches of fresh new snow. Some great news in the high country. Now, for travel, the National Weather Service continues with a winter weather advisory and a little sliver of a winter storm warning through sunset. This is not so much for the additional snowfall, but more for the wind. So if you are traveling right up along the Continental Divide, routes such as US 40 Berthoud Pass or right over Rabbit Ears Pass, we do have some pretty strong wind blowing that snow around and making travel tough. Same story on I-70 between Georgetown and Summit County. We do have some gusty wind that is hugging the higher terrain at times. We've seen speeds 30 to 40, maybe even 50 miles per hour. That is certainly in the cards for the rest of the evening, and that is a part of why we have those advisories in effect right up against the Continental Divide. So some gusty winds keeping some of that snow airborne into the evening hours. Your futurecast, the snow will wrap up as we roll towards sunset. After sunset tonight, just the blowing snow continuing in the high country. Watch this futurecast. If you find the word Denver and Fort Collins, you see this kind of large gray cloud during the early morning hours tomorrow. There is the possibility we could see some patchy fog develop to the north and east of Denver. This would include places like Weld County. It would be short-lived, but it is possible, and with temperatures below freezing, that would mean freezing fog. So something we'll watch for you in the morning for sure. Avalanche danger remains high. We continue with some watches in some of our central and northern zones. If you are a backcountry skier, not the best idea to go into the backcountry at this time. We are close to the high for the day. We'll be topping off here shortly. Mostly 40s and 50s on the eastern plains, 40s to near 50 on Colorado's western slope. High country, a variety of temperatures. If you're in valley locations like Salida, you're close to 50, but if you're in a place like Winter Park with that blowing snow, only in the low to mid 20s. Breezy at times in Denver. We're topping off in the lower 50s for the most part around town. Tonight, a few clouds. The wind will be on the light side. 25 for that overnight low. And snowpack, the last few rounds of snow, really beneficial for the state. We have seen numbers come up quite a bit. Many of our basins are close to normal or slightly above normal, lagging a little bit in our southern and southwestern river zones, but hopefully we'll get some snow into there as we roll deeper into the new year. High pressure comes across on Friday. That will bring us a relatively quiet day. Right behind it, though, an area of low pressure for Saturday brings snow back into the high country. And as this low moves out onto the plains Saturday night, watch this futurecast. We're zoomed into Denver. We may have a brief shot of snow sometime after sunset on Saturday. A couple of bands organizing along and east of I-25, and that would last into your early morning hours on Sunday. As far as totals, I'm going to show you two different models here because this one shows it as just a glancing blow, if you will, just a skiff of snow, enough to maybe shovel some of the sidewalks on the east and south side of town. But we have another model that does put a band across the city that could put as much as 2, 3, 4 inches of snow in some areas, especially to the east and southeast of Denver. So we'll be watching this as the weekend unfolds, but before that, enjoy your Friday, a pleasant day on the way. A cold front Saturday drops us into the 30s. Chilly for that Broncos game Sunday, only around freezing, and we'll stay in the 20s and 30s for the early part of next week. Some below normal weather on the way after a long stretch of pretty mild conditions. I am 9 News Weather Impact Team meteorologist Chris Spears.